Sorry, guys. Go ahead and read your screen. 3 people in here. Thank you for stopping by. Again, this is for everybody out there who's having oil consumption issues. This is for everybody out there who's having an issue with your Kia. If you have an issue with your Kia in relation to the engine failing, or you're burning a lot of oil, or you don't know what's going on, again, the only thing that I can do is make these videos. It's up to you guys out there to actually put this information in place. Eva says she just got my daughter's car back from Kia with the new motor. Congratulations. Congratulations. That is really, really hard to do. What state are you in? What state are you in? So that I can kind of talk about that, because I have a lot of people, as I showed a couple seconds ago. There's so many. She says, thank you for your videos. They helped a lot. Okay, great. I'm so glad that the videos helped you. Again, this is about the new Kia oil consumption. But yeah, please tell me what state you're in. If you did anything different, what you did for my videos that helped you. I appreciate it so much. I'm just trying to get this information out there. Again, look at all these. And again, this is not my main channel. My main channel is Straight Outta Content in Georgia. Okay. That's good. So yeah, everybody out there who's going to watch this video in the future, this doesn't even include how many people are contacting me on Straight Outta Content as well. So it's really hard for me to get to everybody. I try to do these lives for people to ask me the same questions that they ask in my videos. In regards to that, I'm just going to go ahead and start with reading this paragraph, kind of what's been seen on camera, or what you guys are looking at on camera. Hopefully, am I blocking this? Okay, I am blocking a little bit, so I will have to scroll. Okay, so I'm blocking it a little bit, but I'll leave it right there, and then we'll get down to this part. With that being said, this email was sent to me when I applied for the oil consumption issue with my Kia when there was a class action lawsuit. I want to say a while ago, definitely like 6 months ago, maybe a little more, but I definitely applied for the class action lawsuit related to the oil consumption case. Unfortunately, that case has been dismissed. So it wasn't even settled. Nobody received any money. That case has been dismissed. And I'll go ahead and read it to you. You are receiving this email because you previously contacted one of the law firms involved in the Hyundai and Kia oil consumption class action lawsuit. Unfortunately, the court agreed with Hyundai and Kia's legal positions and dismissed the case at the motion to dismiss stage. So there's not much I can say or do. This is huge. Again, I don't have my Kia anymore. I let them take it because I didn't want to run into any of these issues, and I didn't want a car that I was going to continue to pay a decent amount for, because I ended up getting it way back before I started my business. By the way, anybody out there, got 4 people in here, please head on over to our main website. This is my main business, flashcustomtransfers.com. Hit more, hit apparel, and get you a Kia Sucks t-shirt. Get you a Kia Sucks t-shirt. I made these t-shirts myself. Yes, we have them in ladies. So Miss Eva, get you a Kia Sucks t-shirt because they suck. Guys, ladies, black and white. I created these all myself. I designed them all myself. This is my main business. So please help support the channel. Get a Kia Sucks t-shirt. Miss Eva says, the Kia Soul went into limp mode and I drove it and it just died. Then called Kia and they told me it was under the 150,000 mile warranty, fixed it with no problem. And see, that's what we're running into. A lot of people are over 150,000 miles. I had like 162. And then there's other people who have been denied. She's laughing. Thank you, Ms. Eva. There have been a lot of people who have well over 150,000 miles and they're still being denied. And, you know, unfortunately, I had 162s. I had heard that. I knew my dealership would have replaced the engine, but I'm like, what? The same thing is going to go wrong with the engine that they're going to put in it anyway. So why would I keep spending money on an engine that's just going to go bad, whether or not they replace it for new? And the same thing is going to happen. Again, you got it done for free, but like what my little cousin did when they replaced his engine in his Kia Optima, he just sold it. As soon as he got his engine replaced, he just sold it with that new engine. And he just got rid of his headaches and he went ahead and got a Chevy truck, which was a really good idea. But yes, so please head on over, like I said, flashcustomtransfers.com. I made this shirt. We manufacture transfers. She said, yeah, that is said. Yeah, we manufacture transfers. These things that go on shirts. We do it at a very large scale. That's the reason why I decided to put these shirts on our website for sale so that everybody out here can be like, hey, Kia sucks. And if you're wearing one, hopefully that sparks a conversation so that you can share with somebody else about their Kia and inform them like, hey, you got a Kia, you got a Kia Soul, you got a Hyundai Sonata, you got a you got a Kia Optima, you got a Hyundai Sportage or Kia Sportage or whatever they're called. Hey, listen, do you know you might have an active lawsuit, or that if you are burning oil right now, as of right now, if your car is burning oil, we are all not we, but as a community, you are SOL. So you are welcome to read the court's opinion here. So you can actually click this link, which I haven't. I clicked one of these other links and it went to a weird place. But then I brought up the website by typing it in. And this is the law firm that was handling the class action oil consumption lawsuit case. They are no longer handling that case because it has been dismissed. And that's what I tell a lot of people. I had somebody comment like, yeah, we can keep reporting what's going on and it'll put pressure on them. There's no pressure that you can put on these huge, and again, they're in Korea. So what damage can we do to them outside of not purchasing their product? You're not going to force them to give you your engine to replace your engine. Again, Miss Eva in Georgia, very lucky, so proud that you got your engine replaced and so proud I was able to help you do that. Unfortunately, that's not the norm. The norm is people being denied. And I have so many cases of comments of people being denied more than say my engine needs to be replaced and Kia won't replace it due to KSDS not being updated. Want 437 charge, 10,000. Thank you for your help. This was just 9 days ago. Just 9 days ago, right here. Help me please. Much appreciated. I'm in Canada. Oh yeah, that's right, Canada. I feel so sorry for people in Canada. It's even worse. Here we go. Excessive oil consumption, PCV replace, oil check every 1,000 miles, change the catalytic converter. I understand the converter goes bad because of oil consumption. Yeah, it's just a sick mess. In fact, the lady today messaged me and she's actually being charged, and I pinned her comment in my latest video. She's actually being charged for the catalytic converter, and she's trying to get that to be part of the engine recall. So Ms. Eva, I don't know if you're still watching, but did you pay out of pocket for anything for your engine replacement? With that being said, I'm going to go ahead and move on. After evaluating our options and the likelihood of future success of the case based on the court's opinion, our firms have decided not to pursue the litigation further. While we believe the oil consumption is occurring in these vehicles, we believe there are many legal hurdles presented by the court that will prevent the case from becoming a successful class action. And this is what Kia and Hyundai are professionals at. Remember, they've already settled. They just settled the $200 million, the lawsuit that they had, the class action lawsuit for stealing the cars. They just settled that. They settled two $1 billion class action lawsuits related to needing the KSDS and getting your engine replaced, as well as replacing people's engines. That was part of the settlement. This right here was dismissed. And I want to say that there's one more. Yeah, there's another class action lawsuit, which I already covered in relation to the EV model. So if you have an EV car and you plug it in and it doesn't charge overnight, there's a new class action lawsuit out of California. Go check out that video. I already did that. But yeah, check it out because I did a video on that if you have a Kia EV or a Honda EV. So they are professionals at either getting the case dismissed or settling. And unfortunately, if your car now burns oil, you're just SOL. You're just, I'm not going to cuss on camera, but it sucks. So with that being said, to be clear, we are not refiling the case, nor are we taking individual cases. So if you thought, oh my God, I got an engine or, issue and you're going to contact this law firm, they're just going to tell you move on. Now, again, you can always do something locally, but you're going to end up spending money because of a $12,000, $13,000 car. You're going to end up spending, more money for them to do what? Replace your engine or something? Like it's just a money pit. It's just a money pit. As such, we will not be taking any action to preserve any applicable statute of limitations which may apply to your claim. This does not mean your claim does not have merit. And if you wish to pursue the matter further, you should contact another attorney if you would like to pursue your own lawsuit against Hyundai or Kia related to the oil consumption issue in your vehicle. However, it is our understanding that both Hyundai and Kia have made modifications to their responses regarding oil consumption issues raised by Hyundai and Kia owners and leases. As a result, we believe that there are more approvals of oil consumption related repairs and replacements than in the past. To this end, we can pass along a contact for each respective manufacturer below. So for Kia, they have Artisan Crane, customer care claims manager, and for Hyundai, they have Nate Hare, counsel HMA customer contact right here. So you guys can look at this and contact them if you have anything going on with your oil in regards to your Hyundai or Kia car. Any email you send should include the VIN number, copies of any repair orders related to oil consumption, any Kia Hyundai customer case number you have, and a concise description of your situation as it relates to oil consumption. We hope that you are instead able to reach a satisfactory individual resolution with Kia or Hyundai directly. Now, again, the chances of you reaching a resolution with Kia or Hyundai is not going to be done. Again, please contact these people. If you have a Hyundai or Kia, please contact them. Maybe you might get something. I don't know. At this point, with them dismissing cases, this was the oil consumption was really the last straw as far as their engines, because they're not making gas engines anymore. Everything that they're going to be doing, I think, starting now or 2025 is going to be all EVs as they transition over to all EVs. So if you don't have the KSDS, you're being denied. We had a lady, Miss Eva. And again, guys, please comment. If you are watching, comment like Miss Eva did, where she let us know that she was able to get her engine replaced in Georgia on her Kia Soul, which I get a lot of people who have Kia Souls, and that's not even a 2.4 liter. I think it's a 1.6 or something like that. And she was able to get her engine replaced, but I have a lot of people, like I showed a couple seconds ago, where they're not able to get their engines replaced because they're being denied for maintenance. They're being denied for not having a KSDS, which is the knock sensor software detection software or update that they call, or that they claim. You got a lot of people who are getting their cars stolen, which I'm seeing so much. It's not happening here in Texas. Nobody's going to take a Kia. It just doesn't. Out here in Texas, people are driving, a lot of big, fast, super fast cars. The top of the line, the Supras and Camaros and Challengers and Hellcats and McLarens and Lamborghinis and Corvettes and you name them, the top of the line Mustangs, you name it. People are driving all, BMWs are everywhere. It's a big car culture down here, and I almost never see a Kia product, and I've never seen a Hyundai product. So, and Teslas and stuff like that. That's what people are driving out here. But I guess in the Midwest, there's the Kia boys and they're stealing Kias. I don't know. But again, if you have a Kia or a Hyundai vehicle and you have an oil consumption issue and you're burning oil, or if this is your first time and you're like, what is this? What is this guy talking about? Well, if you don't know, my name is Carl, and this is Carl's Garage, and my main channel is Straight Outta Content, and I help people out there get information on how to replace their engines in their cars. As you can see in the comments, she was, based off of the information that I provided over these last 2 years, she was able to use that and get the engine replaced in her car, and I've helped a lot of people do that. In fact, this lady right here is the most recent. If I go here to the most recent, I actually pinned her comment, and I'll bring this over here. You guys can see she said, "Hi, Carl. This doesn't have anything to do with the video, but I'm reaching out to you about the Kia engine recalls. I have a 2016 Kia Soul, another Soul. That is right. Kia Soul that is right now, as I'm typing this, getting the engine repaired due to meeting the qualifications for the recall." And then she goes on to talk about how they tried to charge her for the catalytic converter, and she's going to submit this information to the NHTSA so that there can be more talk about it and try to force Kia and Hyundai to automatically replace your catalytic converter for free. But as you've seen, Miss Eva, I can show, or you guys can look in the comments. Thank you guys, 8 people in here. 8 people in here. Listen, please check out please go to flashcustomtransfers.com. Head on over there. Get your Kia Sucks t-shirt. Again, I got it in girls. You got the girls because Kia sucks. Kia sucks. I'll make a Hyundai one. Kia sucks, guys. You guys can support the channel, Carl's Garage, by getting you a Kia Sucks t-shirt. Again, if you don't know, my main business is Flash Custom Transfers. My main channel is Straight Outta Content, almost 30,000 subscribers. But I created this second channel to help you guys out, to help you get your engines replaced. So please head on over to flashcustomtransfers.com, get you a Kia Sucks t-shirt, and help support the channel, and let's spread the news. I figured if somebody sees you with this type of shirt, they might ask you a question or be like, hey, that's funny. And then you can tell them about this information, especially this oil consumption lawsuit has been dismissed. So if you have an oil issue, all 8 people in here are now 6. Dang it, you guys keep leaving. Hit that like button, please. Yeah, we've had like 6 people in here. Can I please get a like? Because then this video will be seen and then other people can see it. That's the reason why I make these videos. It's 9:21 at night. My son is the second day of school tomorrow. The kids are asleep. My wife's upstairs waiting on me, and I try to make these videos for you. So a like would be super appreciated because it'll allow YouTube to see this video and keep pushing it out. And then people will learn about that Kia has now dismissed the oil consumption recall and class action lawsuit is gone. It's done. Finito. Oh, appreciate that. 2 likes. It's done. So just understand you are not getting any compensation. Maybe they say that you can contact these 2 people right here. If you contact these 2 people right here, you might get some type of, what did they say? You might get your, we hope that you are instead able to reach a satisfactory individual resolution with Kia or Hyundai directly. I already read the paragraph. Again, you can look at the paragraph, or you can look at what they emailed me. So this is my actual email. They emailed me this information, this company right here. They emailed me this information. I don't know if you want to pause the screen or not back there, but this company is no longer handling the class action lawsuit that was with Hyundai and Kia. They're done. They don't see how they could get a resolution. Here we go. Gary says, can you try the lemon law? No, you can't try the lemon law under any case, under any situations, because the cars do function. So what's happening is these cars are not, so a lemon law is like, the lemon law applies to cars. Oh man, it's difficult. So they're able to run for many miles. So they don't qualify. They're above qualifying for the lemons, even though my personal opinion is that all Hyundais and Kia product are automatically lemons. So that's shot. That was settled. Remember, this was dismissed. So if it applied to the lemon law, they would have been able to use that. It's a large law firm. This is what they do. So there's, you know what I mean? Trust me, all of these guys, all of these law firms that are handling these cases, even with the new EV case, which I did a video on, the lemon law doesn't apply because these vehicles coming off the line are running. They're running, and they're running for a long time in some cases. In most cases, I haven't seen a Kia or Hyundai. I haven't received a text, I haven't received a comment about a Kia or Hyundai failing. I think 60,000 miles might have been the earliest. 60,000 miles might have been the earliest as far as somebody sending me saying, hey, I just purchased a Hyundai or Kia used or whatever, and it has like 60,000 miles and then the engine went. I think 70,000. I've seen a lot of 70,000s over the years of people commenting and telling me that their car messed up around 70,000. That's actually when I purchased my former Kia, back when I had it, was at 70,000. And then it started to shudder around 100,000 or maybe like 110. It started to shake really bad. That's when I stumbled upon the KSDS and everything that was required to keep the engine running. But then right after that, I started filming all of my oil changes because you can be denied for not having maintenance records, or if you change your oils yourself, you can be denied. Also, what happens is, and I just seen a guy do a video here. This video right here is really important. Let me see. Let me switch over. So switch here to here, and then let me go to YouTube. Just give me 1 second. I'm gonna look at my history because the Car Wizard just did a really good video the other day, and he mentioned, I wanted to really show you guys, I can't show anybody else's video. They're going to get mad at me if I do that, but I can play it without the sound for a couple of seconds so that you guys can see. Oh, is it car? Where's the car wizard? Where's the car wizard? But anyway, so the car wizard, you guys can check it out. He had a lady come in with a car, with a Hyundai, and he wouldn't replace the engine. She just got it for her daughter right here. Here it is right here. So she just got it for her daughter. And hold on, give me 1 second. Let me let the commercial play and then I'll bring it out to the screen. So this video right here, guys, is a very good video. And this was done 6 months ago. 6 months ago. So this video right here, what could be so bad on this 2016 Hyundai Sonata that the car wizard is sending it to the junkyard? And that's exactly, this is 100% a fact. This thing is a junk car. If you own a Hyundai or Kia, especially 2016 from 2011 to 2019, it's junk. It's going to do exactly what's in this video. So definitely head on over. Like I said, just type this in. His name is Car Wizard. He's a great guy. I was just online and this video popped up in my timeline the other day and I was like, ooh, I want to use this in my live. I want to show you guys this in my live because he's 100% right. So what happens in this video, he talks to you about this car, which, you know, a customer of his came to him, and an older lady, and it was her daughter's car or her granddaughter's car. And when they came in, they were like, hey, listen, Kia says that we won't touch it because it's burning oil. And when they went to go replace the engine, they noticed that there wasn't any oil in the car. So therefore they denied it. Boom, they denied it, said there wasn't enough maintenance done in the car. Therefore you caused this engine failure. Therefore we're not going to replace it. So he talks about that in this video and he pulls a dipstick and he's like, you know, all you have to do is check your oil, even though a lot of modern cars, which he touches on, you know, have like 10,000 mile increment oil changes. Even my Lexus has like as soon as you change your oil, it tells you, it goes right back up to 10,000 and it counts down from there. Every time you start my Lexus, it tells you how many miles you have left to drive with that oil change every single time you start it. So once it gets to like 5,000, it'll actually tell you maintenance required from 5,000, like six or 5,000 miles all the way down to 0. It's going to flag you maintenance required, maintenance required, maintenance required. Now you can be an idiot and do 10,000 mile intervals. I do 100% synthetic oil. Yes, it costs a little more, but that's what we do in all of our vehicles. And then we do it right around 3,000 to 5,000 miles, especially with the Lexus. I do it right around 3,000 to 5,000 miles. I'll take it in for a synthetic oil change. But he mentions in this video that like all of us or anybody out there, like I've been helping, if you have this car, Hyundai or Kia, it doesn't matter if 2011 to 2019, especially the 2019s and up, those things are still kind of new. They haven't really hit that 150,000 miles yet. This car given to the granddaughter, she drove it. She kept having the oil consumption. She wasn't aware of this oil consumption, which we are all aware of. I'm going to read you guys' comments in just 2 seconds. I see you, Nashay, and I see you, Patrick. Give me 1 second. So this lady in that video that you just saw was not aware of the oil consumption. So everybody, even myself, I did this too. Just drive my car. And then, you know, you check the oil, you're like, oh my God, I'm missing oil. What? Right? So unfortunately, once the car went in, messed up, they brought it to the dealership. The dealership denied them. Now that lady brought it to him, the car wizard. Like I said, definitely check out this video. Brought it to the car wizard, and the car wizard was like, hey, he started calling around, and he was like, hey, you know, who can I get to replace this engine? Who can I get to rebuild this engine? Everybody denied. Everybody was like, nope, I'm not doing it. Again, the car wizard. Hit that like button, guys. I got 9 people in here. I finally got some people in here to really teach you guys about the oil consumption issue. The case has been dismissed. They're not doing anything with the oil. Hyundai and Kia won. They won. They're not doing it. It's done. It's done. You have a brick. Your vehicle, if it's a Hyundai or Kia, looks like this, it's a brick. It's going to happen. I apologize. I'm really just trying to give you guys the information. But on the rest of this video, he just goes into how he tried to contact people to rebuild the engine. Everybody said no. He then tried to contact how much it's going to cost to replace the engine. It's going to cost $10,000 to replace the engine because they're going to charge you for all types of things. So now he decided he's not going to touch it either. He's done. Send this car to the junkyard. It's done. It's cooked. All right. So please, I see your questions. I'm going to go ahead into the question. Nishay says, I'm dealing with oil consumption. I drove around with 5 quarts in my trunk. Yeah, exactly. And guess what? As you can see right here, this law firm, which I applied to this when I had my Kia because I wanted to be a part of a class action lawsuit with you guys. Even though I ended up getting rid of my Kia, I have a Chevy now, and in my Lexus, I applied. So this email was sent to me 3 days ago, and it's taken me 3 days to get this video going. But as you can see, you are receiving this email because you have previously contacted one of the law firms involved in Hyundai and Kia oil consumption class action lawsuit. Unfortunately, the court agreed with Hyundai and Kia's legal positions and dismissed the case at the motion to dismiss stage. You are welcome to read the court's opinion here. I can click it, but like I said, I clicked one of these. I clicked this link, and it was like, it didn't, Google sent me like a thing like this isn't a safe place. So I went and just typed it in, and this is a real law firm. They are a real law firm. I vetted them. It's a real company. This is their information. You can contact them. But like the email says, after evaluating options and likelihood of future success of the case based on the court's opinion, our firm has decided to not pursue litigation further. It's just not going to happen. It's just not going to happen. So we got Mr. Patrick says 2014 Kia Sorento 2.4 engine, blow at 110,000 miles, change oil 5,000 miles, enjoy. Under the Pennzoil, use Pennzoil 5W30 Ultra Platinum. Yep, exactly. Yep. And you've been changing your oil and the engine still blew, which it was going to blow because these Kias and Hyundais are pieces of crap. Like I said, Kia suck, girl shirts, Kia suck, guy shirts. Go get your Kia shirts. We have them in black and white. Did I not post the black and white ones? We got the boy. Here's the boys black. Here's the girls black. Here's the boys white. Here's the girls white. Go get you a Kia Sucks shirt. I'm trying to get everybody out here to rock. Well, one, you're going to help us here at Carl's Garage. Again, like I said, my main business, Flash Transfers, my main channel is straight out of content. Almost 30,000 subscribers. I try to help as many people over there as possible. I had to create this separate channel separately to help you guys out there. I'm trying to help everybody, all the people that I can. If you look in the comments, she already stated that she's out of Georgia, Miss Eva, and she got her engine replaced. I have another lady here who also got their engine replaced. I've helped so many people. All I can do is just make these types of videos. But yes, Mr. Patrick, no, there's nothing that you can do. Hopefully you have the KSDS, because if you do not have the KSDS, they're not going to replace your engine. This lady right here did not have the KSDS. Her engine was denied. Her engine was denied also off of maintenance. Now, if she had the KSDS and she had, which he doesn't even mention in the video, by the way, he never mentions KSDS, which lets me know he's not too familiar with the situation. He's just going to move on to the next car and the next whatever, But let me calm down because my son is trying to sleep. So the context of this conversation, Mr. Car Wizard here, is that they might still be able to get the engine replaced if that one dealership denied it based off of that car not having oil. I wish I could reach out to him to try to help out, because I've seen on many cases where people have had their engines replaced at a different dealership because the car did have the KSDS installed on it. So be very careful about that. If you know for a fact, and the only way that people always ask me, how do you get the KSDS? How do you get the KSDS? How do you get the KSDS? How do you know? Well, you have to contact your local Kia dealership. You give them a call. I have mad videos on Straight Outta Content and Carl's Garage. Again, please go subscribe, hit that subscribe button here, because this is what I do 100% at Carl's Garage. I help you guys with car knowledge and stuff like that, especially pertaining to Kia and Hyundai. So please hit that subscribe button. Please hit that like button. So the other people, got 7 people in here. If you could really hit that like button, it really helps YouTube spread this content so that they can be like, oh my God, my car burns oil. What do I do? And you don't want to end up like this lady over here at Car Wizard, who got 467,000 views in 6 months. But guess what? He never mentioned, look, even if you look in here, he never mentions the KSDS. He doesn't mention anything. What could possibly go wrong? And ended up going to the junkyard. But I'm telling you, as Carl's Garage, there are situations that I've seen after doing this for many years. There are many situations that I've seen to where you can get your engine replaced hold on, let me minimize this. You can get your engine replaced like this lady did, like Miss Eva did in the comments. Just go in the comments and look. You can get it replaced, but you have to have that KSDS. Even if you have an oil consumption issue, you have to have the KSDS, which is the knock sensor software update. You have to have that on any car, Kia Soul, whatever. You have to have it, because if you do not, they are going to deny your engine. And if you have it and you get denied for low oil, or you are like me and you change your oils and now all of a sudden they're denying you and they're like, we need records of your oil change, then I have a bunch of other videos on information that they cannot deny you for that. But if you can, fine. That dealership wants to be mean and dumb and stupid, that's fine. Contact another dealership. Put the oil in the car, contact another dealership. Mr. Gary said, how did you get it? How did I get what? How did I get the KSDS? I have a video of it on my main channel. Straight Outta Content. Let me see. Let me head on over to Straight Outta Content. You guys got to head on over to Straight Outta Content. Straight. God dang it. Straight. Head on over to Straight Outta Content, because I had my wife go to and Kia here in Texas, here in Houston, and she shot up there and took my car and got the KSDS. I called, though. I have many videos. Kia engine settlement. I think it's like Kia engine settlement part 4 or part 3 or something like that. Which one did my wife take it? Because my wife took it. This is Kia engine settlement part 15, talking about maintenance, part 1. I have a whole playlist too, part 3. Is it part 3 or part 2? My wife, I forgot which one, but again, if you YouTube Kia engine settlement, you're gonna see me. You're gonna see me, Carl's Garage. You're gonna see me. This was before I started Carl's Garage, just when I was handling everything over at Straight Outta Content. If you look at Kia engine settlement update, no warranty 2020, that's me calling Kia. Kia engine settlement part 12, that's when helping a subscriber get an engine replaced. That's when, who am I calling? Do I call somebody in this video? Yes. I'm on the phone with somebody in that video. Kia engine settlement part 2. I help you guys again. I'm trying to figure, one of these videos, my wife takes my car to the, is it part 5? Takes my car to the and Kia, and she gets it. Oh, why am I showing this over here, guys? I'm sorry. Here. These are all, that's mad inappropriate. I don't know how the hell that popped up with my stuff. Here we go, part 2, part 12, Kia update. I've been doing this for years. You see 2 years ago, 2 years ago, 2 years ago. This is me. This is where I'm trying to be cute, having the fireplace in the background. This is Kia engine part 11. So again, my main channel, almost 30,000 subscribers, is Straight Outta Content. You can get a lot of information on there, but I'm the #1 person on Kia helping you. I'm the #1 person on YouTube helping people get their engines replaced, period. I have like 30 something videos. How did you get it? How do I know if I have it? You only know if you have it by contacting Kia dealership in your area. That's the only way that you know. Did they, this one says, Hyundai Kia deny engine replacement due to not having KSDS. This right here, this is it right here. 100%. This was Kia engine settlement part 18. I have like 30 something videos. You only know by contacting. Don't go to, this is what a lot of people are doing. A lot of people are going to I think it's like NHT. Yeah, going to this place and they're typing in vehicle recall and they're doing it. Oh, I don't know. Maybe not that one because that's not the NHTSA. But they're coming here to these websites and they're typing in their VIN number, and it's like no recall. They don't have no information on your specific car. Only Kia or Hyundai official dealership is going to be able to tell you that your car has a recall on it, which they all do. I got a ton of videos on. They all do. This is 2 years ago. I can keep going on and on. And let me see. Let me just click my Kia Straight Outta Content. If I delete Straight Outta Content, boom, just type in here. Let's go to my channel. Let's go to my channel, guys. Let's click the videos. No, let's click the playlist because I have the whole boxing lessons, Straight Outta Content, automotive recall, 52 videos. Oh, we don't want to play that. We just want to click the list. So right here, guys, 52 videos. Please come on over to Straight Outta Content. Check it out. Part 1, Part 2, how to change your Kia spark plugs, oil change, how to replace your valve cover gasket. Because yes, if you have a valve cover gasket and your car is leaking oil like mine was, tremendously. It was literally shooting oil all over the heat shield, burning oil. I'm like, what the heck is going on? I called them like, hey, my engine's falling apart. They're like, no, you have a valve cover issue. You need to replace that. That's on you. So I have a video, 2-part video on how to do that. If your antenna cap came off, I have a video, which that's one of my biggest videos. I don't even know if it's going to show the amount of views, but this number 10 video, this how to replace your cap, because mine came off back when I had the car, came off in the car wash, which a lot of people's ours. I have a super quick, easy video on how to replace that cap. So save you a lot of money. On the Hyundai and a Kia, I did it on both cars. Don't buy a Kia or a Hyundai. Or don't buy a Hyundai Kona. The truth about the Hyundai Konas. KSDS update. Kia can deny you for not having KSDS. That's a fact. That's just a fact. They can deny you for not having KSDS. Must see how to get your reimbursement. That right there is a really good video. Again, this is video 14. I have 50 something videos pertaining. That's just on Straight Outta Content. That's just on my main channel. Like I said, if you go right here, 27,000 subscribers over there. That's my main channel, but I had to create Carl's Garage, this channel that you're looking at now, which I think if I type in Carl's Garage, there we go. We can head on over here, and we can type in here. And I don't have a playlist, but I do have, I don't have any playlist over here pertaining to, I just got one. But if we look at all my videos, and I got Kia EV settlement part 1, learn how to join the class action lawsuit for the EV cars. I told you, I had to tell everybody because I told people years ago that the Kia EVs were going to fail, and they did. Answering your Kia questions. What else? Here we go. Kia engine settlement part 31, answering Kia, reading comments. What else? There's another one, reading comments. Kia KSDS pamphlet. I show you guys the pamphlet that they send out, and this is why you can't claim lemon laws. This is why you can't claim, I didn't know, because all these videos. This video right here is perfect. This is the Kia engine settlement video that they released, the Hyundai. That Hyundai release, and I voiced over it about the KSDS. So if you don't have it, it's not their fault because they've issued you enough information over the last 5 years. And again, remember, this right here is the Kia engine settlement part 26, Kia updated, Kia VIN update for failed engines. But again, don't type in anything. The only way to find out about your Kia having a KSDS is if you contact the dealership. That's what this pamphlet says. Again, go check out that video. Kia blows. So it's my little cousin Trey. He was able to get his engine replaced right here in Houston. Same dealership. I told him. He pulled up in there. He had the KSDS. His engine failed. No, before he had the KSDS, I contacted him, said, hey, Trey, you need to get that KSDS on your car. He listened. He got it done. Young kid. I think it's like first or second car. He got it done. Boom, his engine ended up failing. Once his engine failed, he brought it right in to replace his engine. Boom, for free. As soon as he got his car back, he had paid it off, sold it, bought a Chevy truck. So dealership, this is my tax lady. The dealership charged her $191. That's a really good video. Go check out that video. My tax lady, this was 6 months ago. They charged her, and I need to see if she ended up getting replaced. They charged her $191 just to look at the car. They did her dirty. So I never bring your car to a third-party person. Never bring your car. If it's not a Kia or Hyundai dealership, never bring your car to them. If your issue is about your engine recall, then they have to do it for free because it's recall related. But this is how they're screwing people over. So you guys are calling. You guys are like, hey, I think I have an engine problem. So they're like, okay, bring in your car. You're like, okay, bet. Now, if you never tell them that your engine issue is related to the recall, they're not going to tell you, and they're going to do you like they did her, which this is the receipt. As you look in the thumbnail, it's right there. I show her $191 receipt. I think I found my Kia paperwork too from years ago. I wonder, do I still have it? This right here. Oh, this is, yeah, the Kia anti-theft software update. This thing is crap. They already settled this lawsuit for $200 million. So there's really no sense in doing that. If you don't have that software update so that if you don't have the software update for your Kia not to be stolen, that's on you. They don't care. I keep telling people stop buying these crap cars, but don't nobody want to listen to me. Don't nobody. I try to pass out all this information. Is this the Kia thing? I got my Kia stuff somewhere. I gotta find it. I gotta find. Is this it right here? Is some important paperwork? Yeah, I don't know. I can't find it right now, but I do have. What the heck is this? Is this my Kia? This is my Kia registration. Back when I had the Kia, but I had my paperwork. I had my paperwork in here somewhere, guys. I apologize for that. But again, please head on over to Carl's Garage. Please head on over to, well, actually you're on Carl's Garage right now, but please head on over to Straight Outta Content as well, where I gave you guys a ton of information on this situation, on this Kia and Hyundai situation, and pertaining to today's video. Again, the oil consumption class action lawsuit has been dismissed. That's going to be it for this video, guys. There's not much that I can say. Again, I'm going to, my wife and I, whenever I have a second from our main business, which is Flash Custom Transfers, we make DTF transfers, which is the thing that, you know, this right here, this is a DTF transfer. You buy it, you press it on a shirt, whatever. Please help support the channel by purchasing a Kia Sucks boy or girl t-shirt. Either one, buy one for your wife, buy one for your brother, buy one for your sister, buy one for your niece, nephew, whatever. That helps, really helps support the channel. With that being said, thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you for the 7 likes. Hopefully this video gets seen. I might, because of the amount of comments that I have, if I show you guys the amount of comments, I'm going to show you guys the comments in my Straight Outta Content. Where are the comments? So if I view more, these are just all the comments that are pertaining to the car. So this one a day ago, this one that are pertaining to Kia and engine problems. They only replaced the engine, not the belts, gas, gasket, fuel. So basically not the parts. I spoke to corporate and they say only engine parts, no parts, only engine, no parts, $800 later. You're welcome. You're welcome. Yeah, they're smoking people. They're supposed to, as you see, Miss Eva, she got everything replaced for free. Trey, he got everything replaced for free. They're not supposed to charge you $800, but they're going to do it anyway because they can. They're just going to keep, listen, if you go to a Kia or Hyundai dealership and they say, we're going to replace your engine, but we're not going to replace gaskets and belts and the fluid that we're going to put in it, they're lying. Because they're going to charge you $800 and it's already been covered. It's already been covered and paid for by Kia when they send them the new engine and the parts. It's already in the price because they're marking up that engine anyway. So it's just crazy. And I have so many cases of people already getting their engines replaced. So now here we go. I think they deliberately did not inform all their customers because how is it so many people are saying the same thing? I didn't receive a notice. My car was working just fine and boom, nothing. On the highway, it just stops out of nowhere. I would think they would go over and beyond to ensure every single customer was notified by phone, email, mail, or something. Now I'm out of a car. I'm paying on the price tag of $9,000 to fix it. And again, this right here is exactly what I talk about. Some people in here, please hit that like button. Please hit that like button. It truly helps this video get seen for people like this who are actually too late. But unfortunately, I'm sorry, because whenever you say something, I didn't receive a notice, that doesn't count. Remember, if your engine blew, that lawsuit has been settled not once, but twice. There's been 2 engine settlements between Kia and Hyundai. Done. You're done. Done for. All of this, I've been doing this for 2 years. If you're telling me 2 days ago, your comment was, I didn't receive a notice, unfortunately, just like how this right here is being dismissed, right? This is dismissed. A class action lawsuit for the oil consumption has been dismissed, is the same way that they count videos like this as telling you. They count articles like this one right here. They count videos like this right here. If I click play right here, boom, They count all this right here, Santa Fe vehicle recall. And if I rewind this, I'm not going to play too much of it because it's CBS. And I don't want to get in trouble for playing CBS stuff. But this right here, come on, is a video, see? It's on the nightly news. This exists. All of this is their way of saying, we informed you. It all counts in the court of law. They've done substantial amount of information giving, pamphlets, which I've shown videos of already. I've done videos on pamphlets. There's countless news articles. So if you don't know, that's on you. 100%. It's 100% on you to know that there's an active recall on your car if you own a Hyundai or Kia. And what's happening? People are still buying. Let me get closer to the mic. People are still buying Kias and Hyundais. It's the dumbest financial decision you can make. If you don't get anything from this video, the 7 people that are hanging out with me, share this with everybody. Don't buy a Kia or Hyundai or Genesis because it's the exact same car, just their luxury version. But the engine drivetrain is identical. Don't buy it. Don't buy it. It's just completely insane. Just like you said. So at this point, oh, here we go. Because I think they got denied for not having it. The lady on the phone going off on me about, they are not going to repair my car because the KSDS is not updated. Yeah, duh. Duh. This information has been out there. Like my Lexus. I know about the recall on my Lexus. I wouldn't purchase a vehicle without knowing the issues. When I purchased my 2015 Kia in 2019, I found out this information on my own. That was my responsibility to find out the information. And then I took it upon myself to share the information with over 52 videos on this channel right here that you're looking at and countless videos on Carl's Garage on my separate channel, the one you are talking to me now on. There is nothing that can be done. Getting upset, and I'm at my loss right now, and I honestly don't know what to do at this point. Any solutions? No, there aren't any solutions. If you've been denied because you didn't have the KSDS, I guess people have been living under a rock. And this is why I've been hesitant. My wife and I, we're thinking about figuring out a way to do like a Patreon or something like that so I can help people personally. But what I don't want to happen is somebody like this pay for my Patreon or pay for my YouTube members, or I create a membership through my website or something like that so that you can talk to me personally. And then the first thing they tell me out the gate is after they pay their, $10, $20, $30 to talk to me personally, hey, can you help me get my engine replaced? I was just denied because I don't have the KSDS. I'm going to be like, you're not getting your money back, right? Because I'm here to help people who have the KSDS and are being told they can't get their engine done because of maintenance and XYZ elemental P. If you don't have the KSDS, what are we having a conversation for? They've already settled their $1 billion lawsuits. You have to have it. It's just that simple. So I don't know. I really want to help people. So many people keep contacting me. Look at this. These are questions. Another question. My 2015 Sportage doesn't have the KSDS update, but is it eligible for the recall? Will they replace the engine after they are done with the KSDS? No, they don't have to. Nishay says, I was told by someone at dealership that recalls have a deadline. Is that KSDS recall still active? There's no such thing as a KSDS recall. The KSDS is the software that they put on your vehicle to prevent the engine from completely failing. So if you don't have it, the engine will completely kaput when it happens. It's going to happen. I don't care if it's 0 miles or 200,000 miles. If you have a Kia or a Hyundai with those engines in it, it's going to fail. That's part number 1. Part number 2, the KSDS is a knock sensor software detection that allows the car to go into limp mode to allow you, with the failed car, to drive to the dealership to get it fixed. Unfortunately, they can still deny you if you have the KSDS and your engine doesn't have any oil in it due to the oil consumption issue. That also troubles those cars. So there's a double whammy. So chances are you might not even know that your car is burning oil. You're just, oh my God, it failed. They're going to check it, see if there's any oil in it. They can deny you. But the trick is that as long as you have that KSDS and there's an oil consumption issue, if you look at my video like this and go pull up that oil consumption stuff, if they deny you, like you don't have any oil in your car, you could be like, oh, well, wait a second. There is an active oil consumption recall. How could I keep oil in it when it's burning oil at a super fast rate? That's not a reason that you can deny me. I actively change my oil. Well, can you prove that you changed your oil? Yes, I can prove that I changed my oil. Here's a receipt for this. Here's a receipt for that. Oh, me, when I had my Kia, I recorded all of my oil changes. This way they couldn't pull that. But again, different states do different things. Here in Texas, I haven't heard of a lot of issues. California, Canada, other states, I've heard super duper issues of people complaining. Of people letting me know that they can't get their engines replaced. And even whenever they do, they still try to charge them money. So different states and different dealerships do really, really, really dirty stuff. They're making a buku amount of money off of these engine repairs. So hopefully that answers your question. Is the KSDS recall still active? If you have a Kia or a Hyundai, the recall is active, period. And in order to secure yourself for an engine replacement, you have to have that KSDS before the engine fails. You can't have a failed engine and this is for everybody, not just you per se. I'm just saying, just for everybody who's watching this video now and in the future, when your engine fails, there is no going to get the KSDS. It doesn't work like that because it's already failed. So they're going to deny you. You have to get it before it does. Do my engine have it to fail in order to get it fixed? Do my engine have it to fail in order to get it fixed? I don't understand what that means. You have to have it, which means you have to call the dealership and say, hey, I have this car, whatever it is, Kia Sportage, whatever, Hyundai Sonata, and you let them know it's this year and I need to know if it has the KSDS software update. They're then going to ask you for the last 6 or 8 of your VIN number. You're going to give them that and they're going to tell you, yeah, in 2013, somebody put the KSDS on your motor. Great. My car is failing. Can I please bring it in related to the engine recall? Awesome. Bring in your car. Bam. That's how you do it. But if you don't have that KSDS and your engine, you're talking to me right now on this live, and your engine is failing, it's shaking, it's doing all types of stuff, it's not driving, you're stepping on the gas and it's not moving, you're done. You're done. You're no different than this guy right here. You're in a position no different than him. Gary says, does the engine have to fail before getting it replaced? Yes, that's a great question. That is an awesome, awesome, awesome question. Yes. So once you have the KSDS, like me, when I had my Kia, I had the KSDS. I had everything that I needed. Beck & Masten Kia was ready to take my car when it failed. But the difference is it has to fail. That's what sucks. That's what's mad dangerous. That's what's wild dangerous because your engine has to fail before they will take it, which is insane. Like, what do you mean? You're telling me, and that's where I just couldn't risk it. My wife has already been in a small car accident when we had a Toyota Corolla with my children in the car. And I was like, I got to this is a death trap because I drive every single day. I drive a lot. We put 33,000 miles on our Lexus in like 10 months. It was crazy. So I'm telling you, if you have, that's where I just let mine go. I don't care. It was a financial decision that we decided to make. Go ahead, put it on my credit, do whatever you want. I don't care. I don't care. My business handles everything, which, by the way, is flashcustomtransfers.com, and you can help support the channel by getting you a Kia Sucks t-shirt and boy or girl. Back to the regularly scheduled program. So yeah, so I just want to let you know that that's me. That's my decision. I financially can do that. Everything's in the business anyway, so I'm not really tripping. Oh, skip ads. Ads will run shortly for some viewers. Oh, okay. But yeah, so that's the decision that me and my wife decided to make. And we went and bought a cash car. That Chevy that I've been doing all the videos on and stuff like that, rebuilding that Chevy that used to be part of used to be a patrol car. We ended up buying that cash. I spent, I think I'm in it like $3,500. And it's got 200,000 miles on it, and that thing runs like a top. I can beat it, do whatever the hell I want to it. And actually, I will be selling it here soon because it was a flip. But yeah, that's what we ended up doing when we needed a second vehicle. But again, I can't suggest that I'm not, I'm not a financial guy to be. I'm a financial guy. I'm a business owner, but I'm not in a position to be giving financial advice legally. I'm not a CPA or a CPN or whatever it's called. So I won't do that. But I'm just letting you know what I did. I'm not a person who's going to pay for a liability. And I'm talking figuratively, financiatively, which isn't a word, and literally. And that vehicle was a liability, 1000%. It was a physical liability because, yeah, it had the KSDS on it and it would shake. That's the thing. You couldn't drive it long distances. But so what am I going to do? I'm going to be in the car with my daughter on 99, which is 75 miles an hour, right? And I'm taking my daughter to volleyball practice and the engine blows. Are you kidding me? Like, you know what I mean? Like, this is 5, 6, 7 lane highway. I mean, lanes here in Texas. And I don't expect you. I've had people contact me on Instagram. Yeah, I was in a car and I'm pregnant and my car blew up and I had to pull over to the side of the road. Anything can happen. You've got to be. I said, I'm not risking that. For what? For a car note? Hell no. Hell no. I make too much money to be dealing with these people like that. I done already spent. I'm spending money on a car note, spending money on the insurance, full coverage, and then I'm spending money on oil once a week. I'm spending money on all the things that I did to replace it. I had to replace the AC compressor in that Kia. I had to replace the side mirror in that Kia. I had to replace the fan assembly in that Kia. I had to replace the valve cover gasket in that Kia. I had to replace the PCV valve in that Kia. What else did I have to replace? I think there might have been one other thing that I had to replace in that Kia. So all that maintenance on that Kia just to keep it running, plus all the synthetic oil changes that I did myself. And then once it started burning oil on a consistent basis, weekly basis, I was just trying to find the cheapest synthetic oil because I was trying to keep those bearings good. It became a money pit. So I'm spending all this money plus paying the car note, plus paying the insurance. No, hell no. Hell no. As soon as we got our Lexus, deuces. No, I think I paid for it like a little bit after. And then I was like, nah, I'm done. Go ahead. We got our nice car. I'll buy a cash car. Go ahead. Do whatever y'all want. I don't care. I'm not tripping. Go ahead. But again, I'm in a financial position to where I can make decisions like that. My wife and I, we can make decisions like that with cars that we don't care. Again, you know what I mean? And so I don't know what position anybody else out here is in for who's watching this video in the future after this live is over. I don't know. But the only way that we can stop them from doing this is not purchasing their cars. That's going to be it for this video, guys. Like I said, remember to head on over to flashcustomtransfers.com and get your Kia Sucks t-shirt. And boys and girls, again, Flash Custom Transfers is my main business. This is what I do for a living. I create custom transfers that you can use on your shirts. And I decided to whip up these awesome, cool Kia Sucks t-shirts. What I'm thinking is the thought behind this is that if somebody sees you in this t-shirt, they might know a cousin, a sister, a family member, a friend who has a Kia or a Hyundai product, and that may spark a conversation. And then you can lead them to my page, and then they can be informed, and hopefully they can get the KSDS or get whatever information that they need so that they can get their engines replaced. That's going to be it for this video, guys. I truly appreciate everybody who stayed and watched all the way up into the end. You guys have a safe night. Drive safe. Never buy a Kia. Never buy a Hyundai. Peace.